Hello, good evening, children. Today we are going to start with the chapter Cell, the Fundamental Unit of Life, Class 9. Children, if we are talking about the cell, so usually what is the definition of the cell? That cell is the structural and functional unit of life. So, why do we call structural and functional? So, first let's talk about the structural unit. Children, we all are living in our houses, okay, and many of you have seen the construction site, how the houses are being made. So if I ask you that houses are made up of, so then your answer will be houses are made up of walls, side walls, roof, floor, isn't it? And if I ask you that these side walls and roof, these all are made up of, then your answer would be that these side walls, roof, and floors are made up of bricks, cement, sand, and so many other things, right? So if I ask you, what is the essential thing or the building block of the house? So your answer will be bricks, isn't it? So definitely your answer will be brick. So without brick, we cannot imagine any house. So like bricks, the building block of all the living organism is cell. We cannot imagine any living organism without cell. So we can say that cell is the building block of a living organism. So that is why we are using structural unit. Means this is the smallest unit of any living organism. We cannot imagine any living organism without the cell. So this is clear that cell is the basic structural unit of any living organism. Now come to the next point, that cell is the basic structural as well as functional unit. Why we are saying that this is the functional unit? Just because cell performs all the life process, means all the functions that all the living organism performs. So what are the life processes? Yes, any guess? Yes, it is respiration, digestion, excretion, and many more other functions. So that is why we call that cell is the basic structural as well as functional unit of a living organism. But why do we say cell? Why we just tell cell, means where this name comes from? So this name is given by Robert Hooke. He was a scientist, English scientist. In 1665, he discovered this structure from the bark, a dead. You have seen a bark. It is the outer covering of the tree. So he discovered this. He just took the bark from the tree and observed this under a microscope. That microscope is made by him only. So when he observed, he has seen a honeycomb like structure, hexagonal structure. So in Latin, the word is used cellula for this, for the word room. So he discovered this name cell because he observed that these are the small room. So he just discovered the name cell. After that, another scientist named Anti von Leeuwenhoek, he observed these cells in the living organism. He took pond water and observed under the microscope that cells are present in the living organism also. After that, another scientist whose name was Robert Brown, he discovered the nucleus. Another scientist whose name was Schilden and Schwann, they are the German scientists. they discovered the cell theory. And after that, another scientist, Rudolf Virchow, he said that all the cells are coming from the pre-existing cells. So this is how the discovery of the cell is being conducted. And the study of the cell is known as cytology.